Okay, there's a concept in the Filipino martial art world called defanging the snake. There's two concepts of this. One, this is the fang, I hit him, maybe this falls out of his hand. The second concept is two, I hit him in the head, and then you're defanging the snake because the snake has no head. I train both, but to be honest, I like hand hunting because it ties into a lot of the other things that I do. Okay, so if he just backs up, gives me a little bit more room. Okay, the number one thing that I want to do here, okay, is stick versus knife, is maintain a medium range weapon. Long range would be like a staff or a gun. Okay, short range or closer range is going to be knife when we're looking at the weapons world. Remember, there's 5 ranges: weapons world, kicking world, punching world, trapping world, and grappling world in my world. Okay, the weapons world we're breaking down right now, we just did into those 3 ranges. So I have a long or medium range weapon. He's stepping into me. Yes, I can hit him in the head, but that also means that he can cut me. I don't like that. I don't like inflicting my will on others. I don't want to take any hits. I want them to be taking all the hits. So basic footwork. He steps in at me, I step back. Remember, we have an imaginary string connecting our heart to heart right now. If that string becomes saggy, and come in, I'm at a greater chance of getting hit. So if I make the string taut, there's a better chance of me maintaining my distance. Fight IQ, angle management, distance, timing transitions. So when I'm here, I'm maintaining my distance. That's my goal. Okay, it's very hard to cut an angle, and versus a knife, not so safe. So he comes at me, I step back and I hit. These awesome new padded Kali trainers from Buddha Brothers, let's take a look. Eric's taking like 3 or 4 good shots there. They tickle a little bit, but they're really, really nice because I can actually hit fairly hard. On a couple of our takes, I hit on the very first one, it disarmed him right away. Now the next couple, he knows what to expect. It didn't really work. And I want you to think about that as well, because I want you to be able to understand that you may not get this. Now, let's say that this is a sword. Okay, he steps at me, now I'm cutting the hand and I'm cutting everything that's holding on to the knife. Yes, the chances are much greater. Okay, let's pretend that my Kobo trainer right now, okay, is a knife. He comes in. Now I'm cutting his hand with a knife, right? With the Kobo trainer, I change things a little bit. If you do like the equalizer, hold it a little bit deeper into your hand. So compared to in these really nice finger grooves for punching and hammer fists and things like that, I'm gonna hold it back a little bit more here. The thing that you're requiring though is incredible fine motor skills. He steps, that means I have to hit this in that exact same moment. So is it possible? For sure, anything's possible. Is it probable? Probably not. What I'm getting at though is no matter what I'm training with, a stick, a padded sword, or a sword or a knife, everything stays the same. And by my everything, I mean my footwork. He steps in at me, I move back. There's my longer range weapon. If my shorter range weapon, he steps in, I'm moving back. Notice I'm always doing the same thing. Now I'm not gonna feed you a whole bunch of bullshit like a lot of people do in this industry. He fires at me, I step back, and then you say you can just start hitting and going. It's all good. It's okay, back up. So he feeds at me, I hit, and now I say I can just start hitting and doing everything because I'm trained that his knife falls out of his hand. No, it's not very likely. So I like to switch to stick versus stick on this one a little bit more, okay? Let's switch so I don't smash you too hard. No, yes. Okay, so he steps in, I hit. Now this is where I'll add in my V-step, because remember, my distance management has been fantastic, but my angle cutting has not. At this range, he has to step in again to hit me. That's his goal, he has to step. So if I've hit him with this, is he going to let go of the stick? Probably not. When I've pressure tested my stuff, stick versus hand, I got rocked a couple times, I didn't break my hand, I did not let go of the stick, I kept fighting. We put helmets on, but we didn't put gloves on to test defanging the snake. So when he comes at me, I step back. As he steps in now I V-step and now I angle cut. Let's do that in slow-mo so you guys can see. Step back. I see him stepping in. My foot comes back, my left foot comes forward. So I'm making a V with my feet. Here's a little trick that I learned from Guru Dax Williams, who's fantastic in Caliostrissimo, is my right foot draws back further, and that allows me to shoot forward. A lot of the times before, I was just doing a V because I'm OCD, and I make a perfect V with it. When I actually took a bigger step back, my angle cutting got way better. Okay, so from the top, he's at me, I step, he comes in, now I'm getting to do something with this. This is why I said stick versus stick, guys. Okay, so now I'm blocking. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of blint walk, right? Because I love blint walk, so notice how I'm pivoting. I can pivot, clear, and punch, right? I can come here and I can thrust to the face. There's a lot of different things. These padded sticks, again, are nice because I can actually thrust, and if you notice, it didn't hurt him too much and it bent. That's beautiful safety, well designed, good job, Eric, okay? So I'm blocking. Now from here, do I hit him and disarm and then be able to do a lot of cool ass shit? For sure, it's nice. But now let's pretend like we have two blades or two swords, or what are we seeing a lot of these days, unfortunately? Machetes, right? So let's say, let's just put a scenario here. There's a big like gang war. There's machetes all over the place. People are cut, people are bleeding, right? You go to grab a machete off the ground. A guy swings at you. You step back and you cut the arm. He comes in and you go and you block it, right? So now here my machete comes out. I like to stab with machetes. I like to cut, but this is what I will not do, is I will not go in for my disarm training because that's a machete and that shit's gonna cut me. I don't like getting cut. So he comes in, I cut him, I'm from here, now I'm stepping away, I'm controlling that hand. I can do lots of slashes and different things, but I am not stepping in and going for my disarm. If, again, pretending that we have two knives right now, okay, he steps in, I slash, he comes in, I'm here, stepping in, thrusting, he grabs that because it's inside. I step under, I start stabbing, I start doing things. There are so many things. So, can you go and train all that? Yes, but this is what I want you to train more than anything. He steps in, I step back. That's it, okay? If I'm by myself, it looks like this. Back foot, front foot. Next step, he steps in, he steps in again. Angle cut, now I'm here, now I'm getting control. In the knife world, what should I always be doing? 2 on 1, 2 hands grab 1. Hand, bar and catch, double catch technique. Notice how that was awkward. So instead, I come in from my Russian tie. From the Russian tie, maybe I go for the takedown, maybe I find control, maybe I pull, maybe I do all this funky stuff, but I'm not gonna feed you a whole bunch of BS and say, there's a guaranteed technique that's gonna work. What I want you to take away from all this is stepping back, angle cutting, no matter what range of weapon that is. So that's why we have all these weapons to play with, and that's why you guys gotta check out the Buddha Brothers store, because there's some badass products. Stay safe.